How's it going, everyone? Joe Buzzrawi here from First Net Land Transfer, bringing to you another episode of Homebuyer Tips. With me today is Eli from Betancourt Mortgage. Thank you so much for coming here today.
Oh yeah, thank you for inviting me.
I have a very simple question. What's better, renting or buying?
Buying is always the best. You know, having ownership of your own home.
Right.
Starting your equity build-up. It's always a good thing. Paying the mortgage for yourself, not for somebody else, is always better as well. And of course, buying at the right time.
Right.
So to me, that's why buying is better than renting.
A lot of first-time home buyers, they don't know, or a lot of people that just don't have a house yet, whether they're just getting out of college or they're renting right now. What's the best time for them to buy?
Well, it all depends on what their agenda is going to be. Are they going to stay here in Pennsylvania? Are they going to stay in the state that they're going to be in?
Right.
Obviously, if you're going to live there for the rest of your life, might as well buy a home. A lot of people think that there's not a lot of options as far as maybe they don't have a down payment to buy the home. But there's first-time home buyer programs out there that can help them. Sometimes grants, second loans that will help them as well, or 100% financing. But they don't need a down payment put down. And of course, with the sellers being able to help with seller's assist, that would also help minimize their out-of-pocket expense.
Like you said, if you know you're going to stay in Pennsylvania or whatever state for the rest of your life, just buy a home. But what if they really don't know? It's renting at that point. How long should their lease be? What sort of option should they go for?
Well, you should always have a plan of action, I guess. If your company that you want to work for, or if your employer, or if your profession is not here, then of course you got to find out where it's going to be. Nevertheless, you want to, depending too, do you have student loans? You have to pay debt off. So you always got to have a plan of action because you never want to rent for the rest of your life.
Right.
That's my personal opinion. Unless, you're making, great money that you can do that, that's fine and dandy, but building equity and having your home paid off, whether it's for you or for your kids in the future, it's always a good thing to have at least a plan, whether it's now or when you prepare yourself to do it.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of people that they just get out of college, they don't know where to go, they don't know where to live. Some of them stay in student housing for a little bit is what I've seen, and until they can, and then they live with their parents, they just don't know where to go. So what sort of lease should they sign off for first if they're going to be renting?
I would always do a year lease, because a year goes by pretty quick. Assuming your plan of action is 2 years, then I don't know many people that do 2-year leases, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't hold myself to a 2-year lease.
I see.
I'd rather do a 1-year lease because you never know if you find something else later, or if your job changes, or if your plan of action is going to change, you decide to move somewhere else.
Right.
But nevertheless, I would do a minimum 1-year lease if I was going to do a lease.
Very simple answers to a very simple question that I think a lot of people struggle to figure out what to do. So thank you so much for coming here and answering these questions. I'll be honest, I didn't even know the answers to. Thanks so much, Eli, for coming today.
Yeah, thank you as well.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.